Hello and welcome to Art Abandonment Adventures. Today is an art creation day. I will be working on the collection 12 Days of Christmas, series number 11, Customize Rubik's Cube. This is video 1 of a 2-part Creation Day series. In this video, I will be upcycling some toy puzzles into unique pieces of art. Step number 1, prep the pieces. To prep these pieces, I am going to actually be removing all of these metallic stickers that are covering the puzzle. Then to remove the rest of the glue residue, I will put a little bit of Goo Gone on a disinfectant cloth and use that to wipe off the rest of the glue. After you prep the pieces, let them dry before moving on to the next step. Step number 2, prime the pieces. The type of material that these Rubik's Cubes are made of, if you do not prime them with some type of either acrylic matte paint or gesso, the paint will peel. So I'm using the white acrylic paint and covering all sides of the pieces, and you will notice that I've kind of opened up the Rubik's Cube so it's not totally in a cube, and that is how the piece will be at the end. After you prime the piece, let it dry and then move on to step 3, painting the base color. I remember getting a Rubik's Cube when I was younger and I could not work it. The only way that I solved the puzzle was to pull the stickers off and put them back on in the right order until I got caught doing that. So as I was making my customized Rubik's Cubes, I decided to make them actually unsolvable. So you will notice that with my paint pattern, there's no actual way to actually solve either one of the Rubik's Cubes. For example, this one will have 9 colors and the other will have 3 colors, and there's no way to solve it with that combination of colors. So it's kind of like just a fun thing that I'm doing. When you're choosing how you want to paint the pieces, you can come up with your own design. Have fun. You might turn yours into one that could actually be solvable. You can do all different kinds of things during customization, and this is my first part of customization. Happened while I was painting the base colors. finish painting the piece, let it dry before moving on to the next step. Step number 4, customizing the pieces. Since I'd already come up with the theme of my customization, which is the unsolvable Rubik's Cube, I did come back and I put the lines so that you could designate and tell that they were actual Rubik's Cube pieces. And I dotted the different squares with different colors. So even that pattern is unique throughout the piece. When it comes to the way you customize this piece, again, if you're going with the unsolvable like I did, just have fun, put the dots or lines any random way, and it just will make a unique pattern that no one can solve. If you're wanting to make it a solvable puzzle, then you will need to make sure that the pattern is in line from the start, so that when you're doing it, the colors will be in order, and whatever dots, lines that you are using are put on in that same thing without the puzzle being apart. So you want to keep it as a whole piece as you're customizing. Otherwise, you'll accidentally make an unsolvable puzzle. So after I put the dots on the Rubik's Cube, I did find a special area on the Rubik's Cube to sign the TSart and my 2019, which even made it a more unsolvable puzzle because those were the only squares with that. So, like I said, I had a lot of fun with this, but keep in mind the way that you paint this piece and customize it goes back to you want a solvable puzzle or an unsolvable puzzle. And if you're going with a solvable and you do something a little bit different, you might end up with an unsolvable. So just make sure you keep that concept in your mind as you're going along and customize it. After the paint dries, you can move on to the next step. Step number 5, clear coat. Now, I am not going to be making this piece as something that can be played with. So when I'm putting the clear coat on, I'm covering all of this cube at one time. I'm not doing individual cube clear. If you are wanting it to be able to be solved and to be played with, you will have to clear each little cube section individually so the cube won't stick together. So keep that in mind as you are finishing the piece. If you have liked what you've seen, push the like button, leave a comment, and follow. The following pictures are pieces that have already been abandoned from the collection, The 12 Days of Christmas. I love hearing from those individuals that have found a piece of my art. To share where you found a piece or any special story about a piece, you can send an email to the address on the business card. You can send a comment to the Facebook Art Abandonment group, or you can leave a comment down below. And as always, happy abandoning.